The relation between geometrical shapes. Booklet, page 50. The relation between the geometrical shapes. We have the parallelogram. It's a quadrilateral in which each two opposite sides are parallel and they are equal in length. Each two opposite angles are equal in measure. The sum of the measure of any two consecutive angles equals to 180. The two diagonals bisect each other. The parallelogram is a rectangle if one of its angles is right or its diagonals are equal in length. The diagonal of the rectangle bisect each other equal, but they are not perpendicular. Then, the parallelogram is a rhombus if the two adjacent sides are equal in length or its two diagonals are perpendicular. So the diagonals of the rhombus are perpendicular and they bisect each other. PB. A square. The parallelogram can be a square if one of its angles is right and the two adjacent sides are equal in length, or one of its angles is right and its diagonals are perpendicular, or the two adjacent sides are equal in length and its diagonals are equal in length, or the two diagonals are equal in length and perpendicular. So the diagonals of the square bisect each other, equal in length and perpendicular. BEP. Booklet, page 51. Complete. Letter A. In the parallelogram, each two opposite sides are parallel and equal in length. Each two opposite angles are equal in measure in the parallelogram and the rhombus. The two opposite angles are equal in measure in the parallelogram and the rhombus. In letter C, in the parallelogram, the sum of the measure of any two consecutive angles is equal to 180 degrees. The two diagonals bisect each other in all the shapes the diagonals bisect each other: parallelogram, square, rectangle, and rhombus. In the parallelogram, the two diagonals bisect each other. They are not equal and they are not perpendicular. In the what and the what, the two diagonals are equal in length. The two diagonals are equal in length only in the square and rectangle. Letter G. The parallelogram can be what if one of its angles is right. It can be a rectangle. The parallelogram can be what if one of its angles is right and two adjacent sides are equal in length. So one of the angles is right and two adjacent sides are equal in length. So it will be a square. The parallelogram can be what if the two adjacent sides are equal in length. So two sides only are equal in length. It's a rhombus. The rectangle is a parallelogram in which one of its angles is right. Page 52. Letter K. The rhombus is a square if what are equal in length. Both the rhombus and the square, their sides are equal in length. So the rhombus is a square if its diagonals are equal in length. The rectangle is a square if what are equal in length. The square, all of its sides are equal. So the rectangle will be a square if all its sides are equal in length. So here its sides. In number 2, put right or wrong. In the rhombus, the two diagonals are perpendicular. In the rhombus, the two diagonals bisect each other and perpendicular, so it's right. The sum of measure of the two consecutive angles in the parallelogram equals 180 degrees. Right. The sum of measure of the two consecutive angles in the parallelogram equal 90 degrees. Of course, wrong. They are equal to 180 degrees. In the parallelogram, the two diagonals are equal in length. No, the two diagonals are not equal in length, they are only bisect each other. In the rhombus, the two diagonals are equal in length. Also wrong. The two diagonals are equal in length only in the square and the rectangle. Number 3, in the opposite parallelogram, ABCD, find measure angle A. Measure angle A equal to the measure of angle C. They are opposite angles, so each two opposite angles of the parallelogram are equal in measure. So in letter A, measure angle A equal to measure of angle C equals 60 degrees, as they are opposite angles. In letter B, measure angle B. We have that the sum of two consecutive angles of the parallelogram, their sum is equal to 180 degrees. So measure angle B plus measure angle C equals 180 degrees. So to get measure of angle B, we'll make 180 minus 60 degrees equals 120 degrees. In letter C, measure angle D. Measure angle D and measure angle B, they are opposite angles. So measure angle D equal to the measure of angle B equal 120 degrees, as they are opposite angles. In number 4, in the opposite parallelogram, find. I have here X, Y, Z, L is a parallelogram. Measure of angle X. Here I have measure angle Z equal 110 degrees. So measure angle X will be equal to measure of angle Z equal 110 degrees, as they are opposite angles, and each two opposite angles of the parallelogram are equal. Measure of angle XYL. To get the measure of XYL, we have that the sum of two consecutive angles equal 180 degrees. So measure angle Z plus measure angle Y equal 180 degrees. But here I want to get XYL. So to get XYL, it will be equal 180 degrees minus 40 plus 110 equal 30 degrees. Number 5, choose. In the opposite figure, measure angle B. Here I have parallelogram ABCD. To get measure angle B, we have one of the properties of parallelogram that the sum of two consecutive angles is equal to 180 degrees. So measure angle B equals 180 minus 60 degrees equals 120 degrees. Page 53. Letter B. In the opposite figure, the number of parallelogram is. I want to count here how many parallelogram I have here in this figure. So let's count together. I have here the first one, 1, and then this is the second, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I have here 9 parallelograms in this figure. So I will choose 9. In letter C, in the opposite figure, measure angle ACD equal. Okay, here I have a parallelogram ABCD. I have a diagonal AC, so I have here alternate angles. Angle DAC equal to angle ACB equal 35 degrees. Alternate angles. So I got angle ACB equal 35 degrees. To get angle ACD, the two consecutive angles of the parallelogram is equal to 180 degrees. So to get ACD, I will make 180 minus 100 plus 35 equal to 45 degrees. As the sum of all these angles is equal to 180 degrees. So to get ACD, I will make 180 minus 100 plus 35, which is equal 45 degrees. Letter D. In the opposite figure, the number of trapezoids is. Let's count how many trapezoids we have here. Okay, I have here the first one, the bigger one, 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then the last one, 5. So I have here 5 trapezoids. In letter E, the number of triangles in the figure is. Let's count. The first one, the bigger one, here 1, and then I have here 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 triangles in this figure. In number 6, in the opposite figure, ABCD is a parallelogram in which measure angle C equals 60 degrees and measure angle BDC equals 70 degrees. I want first measure of angle A and measure of angle ADB. So I have here the parallelogram. I want to find measure angle A and measure angle ADB. Measure angle A is equal to measure angle C equal to 60 degrees as they are opposite angles. And measure angle ADB, it's equal, I have here 2 consecutive angles, their sum is equal to 180 degrees. So to get ADB, I will make 180 minus 70 plus 60 equals 50 degrees. Booklet page 54. Number 7. In the opposite figure, if ABCD it's a parallelogram, measure angle ABD equals 70 degrees and measure angle BDA equal 50 degrees, I want measure angle C and measure angle DBC. Okay, how can I get angle C? I don't have here the measure of angle A to get the opposite angle. So I have to find the measure of angle DBC as they are alternate angles. So measure angle DBC is equal to ADB equal 50 degrees. And then to get measure angle C, it will be equal 180 minus 70 plus 50 equals 60 degrees. And then number 2, I want the measure of angle DBC. Already I got DBC is equal to 50 degrees as they are alternate angles. Number 8. In the opposite figure, ABCD is a parallelogram in which measure angle B equals 95 degrees, measure angle CAD equal 40 degrees. Find the measure of angle ACD. First, I have here alternate angles. Angle DAC is equal to angle ACB equal to 40 degrees. And then I want to find angle ACD. It will be equal 180 minus 95 plus 40 equal to 45 degrees. Number 9. In the opposite figure, XYZL is a parallelogram in which measure angle X equals 70 degrees and measure angle Y equal what? I want to find angle Y. I have here 2 consecutive angles. Their sum is equal to 180. So to get angle Y, it will be 180 minus 70 equals 110 degrees. Booklet page 55. Number 10. In the opposite figure, ABCD is a parallelogram in which AB equals 6 cm, BC equals 7 cm, BM equals 4.5 cm, measure angle C equal 80 degrees, and measure angle ADB equal 40 degrees. Without using geometrical instruments, find the perimeter of triangle BCD and measure of angle DBC. So first I want to get the perimeter of the triangle BCD. Perimeter of triangle equals side plus side plus side. So I have to get BC plus CD plus DB. I have the measure of the length of BC, which is 7 cm, and CD is equal to AB equals 6 cm, as the measure of each two opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. And I have DM is equal to BM equal 4.5 cm, as the diagonals of the parallelogram bisect each other. So DB is equal to 4.5 plus 4.5. So to get the perimeter of BCD, it will be side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. Side 1, which is BC, 7 cm. Side 2, which is CD, 6 cm. Side 3, which is DB, 9 cm. 7 plus 6 plus 9 equal 22 cm. And then in number 2, I want to find the measure of angle DBC. DBC, I have here in the parallelogram angle ADB equal 40 degrees. So angle DBC is equal to angle ADB, as they are alternate angles. So ADB equal DBC equal 40 degrees, as they are alternate angles. Number 11. In the opposite figure, ABCD is a parallelogram whose diagonals are intersecting at M. If measure angle DAB equals 65 degrees and measure angle DBC equal 40 degrees, AB equal 3 cm, so directly CD equal 3 cm, as each two opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal in length, and measure angle DBC equal 40 degrees, and AB equal 3 cm, and AM equal 5 cm. I want to find first the measure of angle ABC, second measure angle ABD, third the length of DC and the length of AC. First let's get measure of angle ABC. Angle ABC, I have here angle ABC, it's the same as angle B. So the sum of two consecutive angles of the parallelogram is equal to 180 degrees. So to get angle ABC, I will make 180 minus 65 minus the measure of angle A. So 180 minus 65 equal 115 degrees. Second, I want to get the measure of angle ABD. To get ABD, I will make 180 degrees minus 65 plus 40 equals 75 degrees. Number 3, I want the length of DC. The length of DC is equal to 3 cm as AB, as each two opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal in length. And then the length of AC. I have here AM equal 3 cm, equal 5 cm. And so MC will be equal to 5 cm also, as the diagonals of the parallelogram bisect each other. So AC will be equal 5 plus 5 equal 10 cm. Booklet page 56. Number 12. In the opposite figure, ABCD is a parallelogram in which AB equal 5 cm, BC equal 8 cm, BM equal 3 cm, measure angle C equal 70 degrees, Find the measure of angle ADC and the perimeter of the triangle BCD. To find measure of angle ADC, the two consecutive angles of the parallelogram, their sum is equal to 180 degrees. So angle ADC equal 180 minus 70 equal 110 degrees. And then the perimeter of the triangle BCD, the perimeter is equal side plus side plus side. So I have the first side BC is equal to 8 centimeter. The second side CD is equal to 5 centimeter. It's equal to AB, as the two opposite sides of parallelogram are equal in length. And I have here BM will be equal to MD equal 3 centimeter, as the diagonals of the parallelogram bisect each other. So BM is equal to MD. So the whole line DB equal to 6 centimeters. So to find the perimeter of triangle BCD, it will be side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. Side 1, which is BC, 8 centimeter. Side 2, which is CD, equal 5 centimeter. Side 3, which is DB, equal 6 centimeter, equal 19 centimeter. Number 13, in the opposite figure, ABCD is a rhombus in which measure angle BCD equals 70 degrees and the length of AB equal 8 centimeter. Find first the perimeter of the figure and then measure angle ABC. The perimeter of the rhombus is equal to side times 4. So all the sides of the rhombus are equal in length, so it will be 8 times 4 equal 32 centimeters. Number 2, measure of angle ABC. I have each two consecutive angles, their sum is equal to 180 degrees. So measure angle ABC is equal to 180 minus 70 degrees equals 110 degrees. Number 14. In the opposite figure, ABCD is a parallelogram in which AB equals 6 centimeter, BC equals 7 centimeter, BM equals 3.8 centimeter, and measure angle C equals 70 degrees. Find first measure angle ADC, second the perimeter of triangle BCD. To find ADC, said before that the sum of two consecutive angles of the parallelogram is equal to 180 degrees. So here I have measure angle ADC equal 180 minus 70 degrees equal 110 degrees. And the perimeter of triangle BCD equals side plus side plus side. I have the first side BC is equal to 7 centimeter. The second side CD is equal to 6 centimeter. It's equal to AB, as each two opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal in length. And the last side DB is equal to 3.8 plus 3.8, as BM is equal to DM, as the diagonals bisect each other in the parallelogram. So perimeter of BCD equals side 1, which is BC, which is 7 centimeter, plus side 2, which is CD, 6 centimeter, plus side 3, which is DB, 7.6 centimeter, 3.8 plus 3.8. So I will add them together, 7 plus 6 plus 7.6 equal 20.6 centimeters.